So next, duties and responsibilities of the advisor. Meet the term regularly, at least twice a month. Note, the term must be seek proper appointment to answer questions and help resolve impasses or conflicts. Advisor must remind the proponents or researcher to avoid work properly. Reviews thoroughly all deliverables at every stage of the research. Capstone project to ensure that they meet the department standard. The advisor may also require his or her proponent's researcher to submit progress report regularly. So, recommends the proponents and the researcher for proposal hearing and oral defense. The advisor should not sign the proposal hearing notice and the oral defense notice if he or she believes that the proponents researcher are not ready for proposal hearing and oral defense. Respectively, thus, if the proponent's researcher fail in the proposal hearing, the oral defense, it is partially the advisor's fault. Next, duties and responsibility of the advisor. Clarifies points during the proposal hearing and oral defense. Ensure that all required revisions are incorporated into the appropriate documents and or software. Keep informed of the schedule of the research capstone project. Activities required, deliverables, and deadlines. Recommends to the proposal, learnings, and oral defense panel the nomination of his or her research capstone project for an award. A special advisor, he or she is responsible to be a provider, an encourager, a dictator, a passivos, a connector, an employment agency. So next, thesis capstone project presentation. As recommended by the Philippine Society of IT Education or PSITE Research Committee, public presentation is required. It should be a school-based presentation or public viewing. This is capstone turnover. A project turnover is limited to the software developed, not including the equipment used during implementation. As started in the MOU, in the event that the student is willing to donate the equipment, it must be started in MOU. This is capstone project grading system. So, the final grade of each proponent will comprise of the following. So, first, average grade of the panel members, 30. Subject teacher, 30. Advisor of the capstone project group, 30%. Peer grading, 10%. Total of 100%. So, next. Verdicts. So, what is verdicts? Verdicts, this will be 4 possible verdicts after the proposal defense. Verdicts is a unanimous decision among 3 members of the panel committee. Once issued, it is final or irrevocable. So, it is approved, Approve with revision. Disapprove. So, approve. Minor revisions are necessary but they do not have to be presented in front of the check by all panelists. So, the grade is 86 to 100. Approved with revisions. Major revisions shall be incorporated in the final copy of the revised project proposal summary. There must be checked by the panelists. 70 to 85. Next, disapprove. The proponent's researcher failed to propose a researchable or scholarly capstone project below 70. System and manuscript defense. Capstone project output group grade using system. Prototype rubric 70%. Ano ito? Oral examination, individual grade, some rubric 30% with proposal. So, total 100%. Capstone project output group grade 70%. The output should be consistent with the objectives as defined during the proposal stage 25%. All major module and features of the system output as defined after proposal stage are delivered. The credit shall be based on the percentage of delivered items 25%. The group shall display competence in resolving planted bugs 20%. Verdicts, final defense. Accepted with revisions. Revisions are necessary but they are not have to be presented in front of and checked by all panelists. Accept with revision 71 to 100. Oral defense. Another oral defense session in which is all 70 to 85. Not accepted. The proponent's research failed to propose the researchable or scholarly capstone project below 70. So last, CCSI City Intellectual Property Policy. The college adopt the University Research Development Intellectual Property Policy and guidelines, treasuring the substantial creativity, involvediveness, and intellectual contribution of the faculty, research and support staff, as well as students in the creation of intellectual property. The university adopts the policy guidelines or intellectual property Office of the Philippines. So, done. Thank you.